Welcome to my new Let's Play of Grimsong, a survival MMORPG for mobile, which takes place in a dark fantasy medieval world. Your task is to run around with your character, gather different items and resources, harvest them from the ground, and bring them back to your home turf, which is right now where we are. This is my home base, but I'm going to show you about that one later. So in order to get resources and items, you need to go out into the world and gather those or take them from your dead enemies, which we're going to do now. So this is a map of the province we are living in. It's a big, huge map, as you can see. The death skulls, like that one, show you different locations where you can move, and it shows you like the amount of treasure chests you can find, the amount of wood, stone or metals which will be found at that location. And the middle button shows you like how many energy points you need to reach that location directly. Or the other one option on the right shows you like how much time you need to in this case 40 minutes. There's also special locations like that one with the key in it, but we're gonna get to that one later on. Right now we're going to move to one of those locations which you have here around the map. Now we're going to move to that location here on the left side. Right at that location we're going to enter that space. Now we're on that new region, and we can harvest or gather resources like that one. Right now I already built, as you can see, my inventory. So, next, which is required to harvest the wood from the tree. Here I take some chops and then I have new pieces of wood. Same counts for different metals which you can find, like here, this is some kind of iron ore. And here we go. Now we have some iron ore in our inventory, which later can be processed into another kind of metal ore, which then can be transformed into different items or weapons. Here there's some flex files which you can also take with you. Those ones are mostly required for crafting later on clothes or armor. So as you just heard by that nice sound, our X broke. So X is like a durability, like that big X. Right now we don't have any axes anymore, so now we're gonna build one of those axes. And we put this stone axe over here. We have enough wood and stones. Process it. And here we go. Now we have a brand new axe in our inventory, which allows us to gather more of those. Oh, and here another thing. You can find some berries here. And that metal. The berries we just collected can be taken home, and either, if you have it unlocked, used to be cooking some juices, which then improve your health. And then like the berries if you consume them directly, like we will now do. Chickens like this. You select them, press eat, and then your health increases. Also directly equip them, but right now I have some built-in equip which I made up front, which can be seen in the right left corner. Oh, here's an enemy attacking us again. Button on the right side. And now we're gonna loot him. And he has some nice cloth for us, which we're gonna take. fighting enemies is also taking on the durability of your weapon. As you can see in the right lower corner, you see my sword, and the circle around it is like a small is going down a little bit every time you fight with an enemy, until it finally breaks and you are up to a fist fight with the enemy, which you don't want to have most of the times, because you're probably gonna die with that. So here another more berries which we are going to collect, and some more stones. And here another wolf which we're gonna slaughter right now and collect his meat, which is pretty precious for us, because with in our home base we have like a cooking pot and a drying rack, so we can either make some nice steaks or have some more of that nice bacon here. Which provides a little bit more health if we eat it. We're gonna plunder those. And another zombies. There we go, collecting some more of that precious metal ore to later on craft some more weapons for us. Right now we're gonna slaughter those creatures a little bit, because I have already quite advanced sword, which you normally wouldn't have at the start. They are more fighting around with those pickaxes, which takes some time. Maybe I can show you in a little bit. First we're gonna eat some of that berries to increase it more. Each of it provides 7 hit points. And we're gonna read that scroll very quickly. Those scrolls are telling you about the story of this world and the empire and different people in it. But if you keep them in the inventory, it takes up some space, which you right now don't want, as we are going to gather and get as much items as we can carry off this location. So when you read it, it vanishes. So there's some more stones here. The board is, as you can see, every time I'm gathering something. Oh, another player. That's interesting. So here is a player who's a nice. Yeah, he's fleeing because he doesn't stand a chance. As you can, he ran off into that fog or in the outer areas. Then we're back to the world. If you re-enter, all PvP enemies and a very specific enemy, if he shows up, will vanish. So there's no chance that this player is around here again. So we just went back in here. The location is safe, but the player probably goes somewhere else. Okay. Some more slapping of zombies. And some berries and wood. So what I wanted to say before is, like you see when I'm harvesting here, on the left side is my XP bar, and every time I hit that rock and progress in collecting it, I gather some XP. On the top left you can see my player name, my health bar and my current level. And here also when I kill an enemy, I get 40 XP for that one, for example, which is pretty good actually, and it's much more helpful than just collecting. But you can also in the early levels level up pretty quickly just by collecting stuff. And build that guy as well. Here we go. That's pretty nice. Those enemies we have come here are pretty low level, because it's also one of those locations which is on the map, which has only one skull, which is pretty easy for us right now. So we're not gonna die probably here. But if we would, all which we have with us would be lost. So it's a complete, you lose all your equipment. but you could come up again here and try to collect your body if nobody looted it before, which can happen if a player is around in this area. So you really want to make sure that you don't die with all these weapons and everything you got are gone, which is pretty nasty. As you can see, we have some gloves, and ours on the right side are gone. So we can equip those. You can either double tap on them or press on the green button on the lower left, which another player attacking us. We take some health, and then attack him. He's gonna die. Yep, he's gonna regret that. We're gonna fire that. And then we're gonna loot this player's stuff. Just took that cap directly and everything else. We changed that pickaxe holders, which is ours. So we have some more space in there. If we need something else, we can come back later to the corpse and take some more of them. So we're gonna collect a little bit more of that stuff. But the basic idea is you go around, collect your collect the resources, kill enemies, and gather XP, and by gaining more XP your character levels up, and that unlocks more of your on the right side, or if it's not unlocked, like this one, on the lower right you can see the button which says to learn this you need 1 skill point, which we have right now 12, which is shown in the top middle. You can see there's pretty much stuff here on the table. It's mostly clothes and other spaces like here, or a campfire, which is used to cook some food or make some steaks. And other weapons, shields, any other structures which you need to process more of your resources. Yeah, so you will level up to get those skill points and gather all of those, or unlock all of those items. Yeah, right now I think our inventory is close to full, or it is full. Yeah. We can't take any more because our pickaxe is broken and we don't have any more space to get one. And we have that scrolls, and then we can craft another of those axes, or pickaxes. And we can collect that metal over here. Again, as said, the location is a relatively easy one. We are equipped with that sword, which is pretty good right now. Just for showing you around a little bit, but this is one of those loot places here. Okay, this is mostly crafting stuff, which we'll take and like seeds, those to plant some leek, I think. The other stripes here are much more rare, so we'll take those and those behind. So we're gonna take some of those flax fibers, some of that lumber, before we then go try. As you can see on the right side on the map, there's one of those loot bags and 2 enemies shown, and we're gonna try and get that one as well. And rest. Okay, some springs. Interesting fact as well. Those animals we killed. Is kind of like the same, but the fur so right now I'm just gonna take the leather. And now we're gonna head back home. We're gonna do this right now. And as you can see, this is also the grassy startup area where we came from. But during the time which you level up, you also gain access to building structures like walls and ground floors and stuff like that. So what you can now see is my current home base. And here I've built some walls and also some doors, as you can see. And we're gonna now bring back some of the loot to different places in our base. For example, here you can see this rack is used to dry the fur of our animals, which we hunted. Right now we don't own any of the furs, as you said, but the structure itself is already processing one of the furs. Been finished. And another pretty interesting thing is, as it's also a survival game, you already saw that you can eat food, but you can one of those wells here pretty early on. This is that one. And to use a well, you need these bolts here, which you can find all over the world in this game. But you will always find them kind of empty. Only if you loot them from another player, then they might be filled. But this structure allows you to refill them over time. But right now, select that one and drink it directly. So if you drink it, fun thing is, you get back the empty flask. Put it into the well, so it gets refilled over time. And we have another 1, 2 flasks to drink from. And now we're gonna take a look in our inventory, the character sheet, and as you can see, also interesting, different fruits or stuff you consume can increase or lower those values. Like the steaks here provides right now uncooked 4 health over time, increases thirst by 2, or lowers thirst by 2, and lowers the hunger by 3. The berries here is a little bit different. And if you take a look on the dry age, you can see it has much more, like plus 40 health. To thirst, it lowers it by -3, so that's not good for thirst. But hunger is improved by +40. So eating a steak would feed me very well, but increasing my thirst a little bit. So we're gonna take a look at what we can do with other foods and stuff in our base. One of the first things which you can build here is one of those campfires here. Pretty early and don't need much materials, but it provides you with the opportunity, as you can see, to create some meat. For that you will need a steak box, and you will need some wood, like we already have down at the middle of the fire pit. And then it takes like roughly 6 minutes until it's finished. For all structures, which is important, is the finished product. There can only be like 20 in the structure. It's finished, so if you now already would have like 5 steaks in it, and put up 20 raw meat pieces in, it would stop after producing 15 more, because maximum 20 would be completed. On the lower right, the button allows you for some premium currency to cut the producing time to the final state. So, in the space we have much more places I already built up. Which we're gonna take a look now is those ones here. Because this area is used to melt the iron ores and stuff. This building allows you to do. Like here with the iron ore, you can use those iron bars. There's also some small iron pieces which you can transform, or some iron bars plus a little bit of silver stone will be formed into some kind of copper bars. Yeah, right now we have here some iron ore. The first one is some of that. Iron ore, and as we can see now it starts producing. Allows you to transform those berries into soups or juices. You're using 3 of those. Unlucky you don't have more of those purple berries. Let's see right now. But we're gonna store away some of that stuff. Gone other berries. I'm gonna clean up the inventory a little bit. I now have stored all the items which we brought. basically, but we now gonna see how we can craft another weapon. Because right now, as you can see, down in the right corner here, we have a sword and it's pretty much close to breaking. We have this here in our box, pretty much. So, 6 wood, 6 leather, and 20 of those iron bars. And we're now gonna use a pretty neat function. You can mark the item, and if you want to split it up in more parts, you can just use a button on the left side, which says split up, and you will have 2 stacks of 10 at the bottom, and you take 2 of those, switch now to crafting here, and now we can see we have all of our required resources, and we're gonna, whoop, here it goes, and you can see here's our pretty new sword, which we're gonna carry around with us. In case the other one breaks. So that's it. Right now we're gonna eat a little bit because, as you probably saw as well, our character is a little hungry right now, and we should fix it pretty quickly. Fairly high levels, which I'm not at right now. Currently level 47 and still no other backpack. So now we're gonna venture off into the world.